How are you all? Hope you're all doing well. It's Monday, the 2nd of August. Had a busy weekend, as many of you now well know, with the Koi show and the Koi Diaries Grow and Show. I've just got to say before I start with this week's vlog that I've really met some nice people and have some really good chats. I've got to say, for the most part, the community or direct community of Koi folk that I've met and interacted with so far has been incredible, really positive, and it's been a pleasure to have met and interacted with you all. And no doubt that the next, if I come across your faces, and again that now that sort of barrier has been met or crossed, if you like, when you see people and you didn't quite say anything, and we're still kind of coming out of a lockdown, so you kind of don't know if people want you talking to them or not. It's still a little bit weird times, so hopefully now that barrier's crossed, guys. If you see me about, tap me on the shoulder and have a chat, and if I recognise you, I will recognise your voice. I'll have a chat with you, and we can maybe in the future have a meet up somewhere, maybe set up a meet at a Koi show or something like that, and just spend an hour out of a few hours that you may be there, and just have a chat so we can see face to face and just have that chat. Because when you're doing it through words and stuff like that, I've noticed people can come across really abrupt, especially on not so much YouTube. There are some trolls out there, however on Facebook sometimes. I don't do Twitter, so I've been on some groups. I'm not Friendly Koi Keepers, the one that I have, the one that I'm admin for, my group. I'm on about other ones. Early on in the a few years ago, I've had some troubles on some where some moderators and admins can get really vindictive, it can get really clicky, it can get really awkward with dealers, and I just can't be doing with any of that nonsense. Just not for me. I'm here to enjoy myself. I can't be doing with dramas. So yeah, it's been really great and humbling actually, and I would say that I'm on the journey now to have met some Koi friends, so to speak, some friendly Koi keepers. So yeah, I don't get out much, if I'll be honest with you. I much prefer to, I can't be doing with travelling and stuff, so for me to go out twice on the trot has been a big thing for me. It really has, because I'm just one of them that if I need to go out, I'm going out for a reason. I'm not just going out. So I had to push myself yesterday to get that video at Yorkshire, so I hope you like that one. Please check that one out. It's the last video they did. It's a bit of a freebie, it's not a vlog. It was the Yorkshire section society, their show day, so have a look at that. It's a bit of a long video, 45 minutes worth, but grab a tea or a coffee and just sit there and enjoy it. Please like the videos, because it just shows that you are there, and when you're doing this type of stuff you feel a bit on your own sometimes, and you're putting your head above the parapet to get shot down and people comment, so it can dent your confidence a bit sometimes. So it's really nice to get that feedback. Just to hit the like button. What I want to say as well is, with the interaction this weekend, I've seen a surge of subs and likes and watch time, and you know what, I think we all take a lot in life, and we forget to hit that like button, and I do it quite a lot. I've subscribed to quite a few people, and what I have done, I have returned the favour. It's not a favour. I've gone to people's, I do look and browse a hell of a lot on YouTube. It's one of my main platforms, especially at night when I'm in bed. I'm going from one to another, but like most, I tend to watch, move on. It flicks to a new video, don't it, and you just forget to hit that like button and just click on that appreciation. So I've done that a lot more, and I'm going to remind myself every time now to just click the like button, just to show you, just show you appreciation that you're there, you're watching, and that you just appreciate that someone's actually sticking their head above that parapet, ready to be shot down and criticised, and putting something out there for us all to nosy at. So on that note, please hit that sub button while you can, please hit the like button while you can. You've not seen a lot so far, but hopefully you like the sort of content that you're getting. It's just me being natural and what we've got. And so today, on the start of this one, I come home yesterday, got the fish in, things were looking great, and then I sat down, had a closer look. You guys probably can't notice on the video, but the Yoshikigoi Benikiki Kuru, this one there, this side, its left side, its fins were clamped. It was keeping them sucked in. Now, this is the bad one. Well, the one the other week, not a bad one, but the one that I got out the other week, and it had that gill problem. It looks like it's formed over now, a good healing, and also on this side it's covering over. There's a bit of like greeny stuff on there, so I've probably got to get it out and clean that so it don't get back into the skin. But this one is starting to do well. But however, clamped fins just bothered me a bit. Thought it was a bit weird. So anyway, water's getting clearer. This Tancho Benny looking a bit faded, a bit greyed out, and its skin is as well. So what I did, I thought, right, water's calmed down now, it's all back in check. It's now I'm going to get on the treatment plan that I had. So I put some Chloramine T in. I'm not going for the PP, I normally do, but I've gone for Chloramine T because that kills parasites and also knocks the bacteria back. So hopefully that will do, because they've got a few little knocks on them, that will help them progress there. I'm going to do the treatment for, I think I put 20 gram in, and I'm going to do that over 4 days, so every day. So I'll put some in today, put some in tomorrow, put some in Wednesday. That's the Chloramine T done. I will wait a week. I always like to wait a week. Sorry, that's my Westie, because I think the wife's back, even though she knows who it is. She's back from work at night shift. And then I'm going to follow up with the LearnX Pro, and then do a treatment or two of that, get that used up, and hopefully I've covered all bases then, because I did find fluke, if you remember, early on. So don't come and knock me down saying I'm treatment and I'm gunshot treating. I found fluke about a month ago on a couple of fish, and there's no way they've disappeared. Don't happen. They might not have progressed, and I could maybe hold off, but with it being summer, they're only going to progress and get more, be eggs, lay eggs, hatch, progress, and I want to get this sorted before the end of summer, done and dusted. So that's my next part. I'm going to enjoy my tea now and chill out. This one, yeah, it looks very greyed out. Let me see if I can get a close up. Can you see? Looks a bit washed out. And we'll see if I can see the grow and show fish before I funny enough, I've mentioned the clamp fins. After one night of the Chloramine T going in, I don't know if it's a coincidence, the fins have come out, started acting more normally on the two of these both fins, which I don't know if it's a coincidence, but is that the Chloramine T doing something? So here's the Karashigoi from the Adam Buyer. Lovely fish, lovely fish. So I'm really hopeful with that. It's a good size, it's got a good shape to it. And there's the Kohaku coming to us now. It's a two-step. Beautiful fish, that one. So that'll be really interesting to see progress. I'm waiting for the everything to kick off so I can feed them. Hi everyone, by the pond again, trying to catch some sun. I've got the rest of the week off. It is the ski sun idea. Saturday, watch won't work. I think it's the 8th. Got a few things going on here. The pond, the fish have just been fed. I've ordered some new, back to front, isn't it? Filters anyway, GAC filters, granular activated carbon. I've ordered 3 of them, only about £10.50 delivered. I've got my water filter next to me, mechanical filter, and it's got a sediment filter which I can wash because it's like a pleated filter. I'll do a video, so that'll be on my next one, because I've got to film about 10 minutes or so with this to make up for the other half of the video I've got for this week, if that makes sense, because obviously you're always behind. So I will probably expose that, take that out, give it a clean, show you what the pleated filter looks like, because I was sick of getting the sediment ones and throwing them away. So I've actually bought one, a sediment filter that you can wash, hose down. It's a bit strange. So yeah, I'll show you that on the next video, so catch the next video. And then briefly what I'm going to tell you is I've got some new food. Why does that keep doing that? Going with some new food, and that is because the current feed that I'm using, this stuff is quite why don't it stay up there? Shit in it, sorry. It's quite lightweight, and I'll show you in a minute the difference in quality. So this was £28 for 5 kilos, and I've got to say this there's not really a that is really annoying me. There's not really a smell to this at all. So it's only 33% this one. It's only cheap stuff. It's about £22 a sack for 10 kilos. So obviously I was using that over winter. It's 33% and it's quite lightweight. So I'll use it as a filler. So I thought, you know what? I've got the Adam Bayer Coaco in there, the Karashigoi, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to switch for the next 3 months, which should hopefully be some good growing time, rest of August, September, and hopefully October, and then going into November. You never know, see how the temperatures go, but as soon as I drop below 10 degrees, I'm not going to feed this. But this 5 kilo I thought, well, we'll be gone by then anyway. That's why I only bought 5 kilos, so it's not sitting in my greenhouse, you know, in my store all winter going off. So, but what I've noticed while going on, I've divulged in there, but the smell, there's no smell to that at all. So it smells quite cereally, very plain. This, I can smell, it smells like, I don't know, I might eat it myself. So it smells a bit oily, like fish oil it smells like, I would say. So if anyone's got a fish oil that they give their pets, this is what it smells like. So with that, I'm going to put it in a bucket. Oops. And that, this bucket that I've got, it's a reef salt one. It says 10 kilo, about 10 kilo of salt. This is obviously food. So I'm going to see if I can get most of this in there. Nearly. Enough of that. So what I've got is my 2 bowls in there. So I'll spin you around now. That's what I've got left. Probably about kilo, so this bucket will hold about 4 kilos. I'm going to spin you around and then finish this week's video with some information on this food and why I've got it. And so let's spin you around so you ain't got to look at my ugly self in my vest on a Saturday morning when we chill out clothes. While I'm looking at Kent Way, it looks a bit cheesy, that does, don't it? Just give a bit of background story about that. Went to Gardener's World about 10 years ago, and on the last day we waited. When we decided to go on the last day, we normally go the first day, something like that. Decided to go on the last day, and we waited right to the very end, and they were stripping one of the show gardens down, and it was called Kent Way, and obviously my name is Kent, so it fitted in. So I'm not that cheesy, guys. I haven't had it made. It was an opportunity that I thought was suited us, our family, yeah, we bought it. We said, do you want to sell that number plate? And they said, yeah, you can buy that. We just paid them what they bought it for, and we bought it home. And when we did have it, you can see the nail marks down the side. There was 2 bits of timber, so it was in in the ground, obviously. So that's the story behind that, so you don't think that I'm like vain as hell. Shouldn't be bothered, but there you go, a bit of a story, a memory we can tell people. So here's the food. Here's my slippers. Let's get my slippers on. So yeah, let me cut this down. So there's the food. As you can see, it's quite dense. It's a little bit, well, a lot oilier than that, because that's quite dry, if you know what I mean. Not dry, but seems got a lot of air in it. So that's my feed bucket. So if I go through to this side, I got it from off eBay. I think it's on Amazon, off Amazon, sorry. So it's on Amazon, and it's packaged by Heritage, and it's a high growth premium koi fish food. It's a pellet. I think the pellets are, so it's this one. I think they're about 4 or 5 mil, and then this one, which is I was feeding. Let me see if I can zoom into this. The zoom function don't work on this, but anyway, it's. If you can get closer, there you go. As you can see, I can get my hand out of the way. Let me pick 2 up. And you see the difference. So the top one obviously looks lighter. You can see that with the makeup of it. That's about a 6 mil pellet. And this one, this high growth, you can see it's a lot more uniform, the pellet size, and also it's denser. So to me, it's packed with a lot more goodness, a lot better quality food. So this food may become my staple, if you like. But I've also got, which I pick up from the local actual Wharf Aquatics, these pellets as well. They're selling by the kilo for about £6. So these are smaller, and these are obviously better quality as well because they're denser, like you can just tell. So anyway, I've got a mixture now of, food. So for the next few months, I'm going to mix a little bit of this and mix this into the diet. So get this high growth through them. So hopefully I can get some food, because it's a smaller pellet as well, and some of these are sinking. I will sink some of this and get the food down, because the Karashi Goi in the Kohaku are struggling. They're struggling to get food down them. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't think they're struggling, because in this tub there is quite a bit of sinking mixed in, so I make sure they're just, I've not seen them come to the surface and feed yet, and this food is too big anyway. They're not going to be interested in that. The 6mm pellet is just too big for them. So hopefully I can get them more interested in this size pellet and get it down the necks and get them feeding. Now I've wrote down, unfortunately, it's a bag without a bloody label on it. There's no sticker on it, which I'm a bit disappointed about. But anyway, so I've had to go on the where I bought it from, and so just to give you a rundown of what's in this food, I've looked at other foods and compared percentages and contents and ingredients, and if I'm honest with you, this wasn't massively below grade than any of some higher quality brands that you, let's say not high quality, because you don't know whether they are or not, because obviously a lot of the companies don't make the food, they repackage it. So I'm not sure what brand exactly this one is. It could be Coppens, I don't know, but anyway, it's an high growth. But what I did notice was the protein is 44% minimum, which was higher than a lot of other. It was normally about 38%. So I've gone for the highest protein I could find. There was another one on par, I can't remember its brand now. Minimum oils 12%, carbs 21.3, maximum amount of ash is 10%, phosphorus 1.4 max, vitamins and minerals, there's got A at 0.4, D 300, E at 160 milligrams a kilogram, C 210 milligrams a kilogram, B1, B2, B5, B6, B12, K3, H, biotin, whatever that is in brackets, and N-choline, whatever that is. I think there's that copper, Cu, 4.8%, 4.8, and then the digestibility of this food is apparently 80%, which I thought was quite good actually, quite high. I don't know, maybe it isn't. So yeah, the main ingredients are fish meal, fish and veg oils, cereals, wheat germ, amino acids and natural minerals. So that is the makeup of the food. I know that cereals are not great for koi, so it's a cheap derivative, if you like, of food. So, and I know fish meal, apparently white fish is better, but anyway, we're going in deep there, and you know, and this was £28.95 for 5 kilos. So I'm giving this a bash, and I think, well, I like to look at the percentages. You can look at the bag and everything, but look at the percentages, look at what's in there. And like I say, 44% protein is a high protein. They're going to get high protein for the next couple of months for me, you know, about 2.5 kilos a month. It'll last me a couple of months, get it down the gizzards. Hopefully it puts on some weight for them smaller fish at the bottom. I'm already, and this is why I'm thinking of this, it's got me thinking now about, you know, getting them growing. Especially them 2 smaller ones that I got, the Karashigoi. And that's not the, you know, the competitive side of me going, that's just me thinking, well, they're about 21 centimetre fish, 23 centimetre fish. So I know that when I throw my food in, on the whole, unless it sinks, these guys are just going to outcompete. It's just natural. The stronger, the quicker they're going to get to the food. So I've got to find a way to get the food to the smaller fish, especially the 2 that are in the grow and show. So yeah, because I really want that Kohaku and the Karashigoi to grow to its, you know, best potential for me in the pond. You know, I love that Karashigoi and the Kohaku to be, you know, big stumpy fish, if you know what I mean, good sized fish. But growing them big it's not as easy as people think, you know. This Shintaro Sankey that I got in a growing show about 5 years ago, it just oddly don't seem to grow that much to me at all. I've not measured them for a while, so they are bigger than I think, because I've looked at some videos, so they have grown. But yeah, so there we go. That's the end of this week's lot. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe. Please subscribe to Kenty's Kicks. I've put a little addition on by the koi pond. Kenty's Kicks by the koi pond, because that's what it normally is. I've got lots of hobbies, reef keeping, which I've got some videos on, but I've not really gone in deep with that yet because I'm just busy. As you can see, I love garden plants and, you know, bonsais, and I've got orchids down the bottom of the garden, and, you know, it's, yeah, so that's why I called it Kenty's Kicks. Kenty, that's me, and then the kicks, my kicks, things that give me kicks. Kenty's Kicks, and I thought, right, okay, it's obviously, I'm more aimed at koi at the minute, so I was thinking I was thinking of changing the channel name actually, to a koi name, but I've just put by the pond, by the koi pond, Kenty's Kicks by the koi pond, and hopefully that will attract more people. The last week has been absolutely awesome. The subscriber count has shot up to 68 because of the BKKS and the Grow and Show. It's attracted more people, and more people commenting, me mixing with people and chatting more has done really great. So I really appreciate it, guys. I'm buzzing by the, you know, the influx of it, you know, interest, and not that. It's more about the community. I've seemed to have connected more with the community than I have before, which is, you know, really great. I'm buzzing. So please, if you're watching this video, tap on the sub button. You'll get notifications. Hit on the notification bell to get a reminder. Please like, thumb down. Any interaction is great, and I hope you've enjoyed that one. And I've got a week off now. I've had a week off work, so hopefully we can get some sun the next week, get some of this food down them, get on my filter, get these filters in, clean it out, and I'll show you that in the next video. And I'll see you in the next one, guys, next week around about the same time. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for the support. Have a great week yourselves. Happy koi ponding, or happy ponding, or happy doing what you're doing.